Bystial Runick. I've already done a deck profile on it, and I wanted to do a more in-depth explanation of combos and board state situations and what to do in those situations and matchups. First, I should preface this by saying that as of today, Tenpai has been out for, as of time of recording, Tenpai has been out for 3 days. And this is a go first deck. You're gonna want to run either Waboku or Threatening Roar or something like that, because I don't know if you can play through as many hand traps as Tenpai usually carries. This deck struggles quite a bit if you cannot get to Fountain, but if you can get to Fountain and draw, you can play on their turn, you can summon Bystials on their turn, negate things, disrupt things on their turn, and that is where the deck shines. On to the replays. This is after the release of Tenpai, since we're playing Waboku. Maxx will ruin your day, and it will stop your turn most of the time. So, we start with one tuner, a bunch of runic spells. We get maxx and we can't stop the maxx. Unfortunately, I think at that point you pass. We can do quite a bit on their turn, but we're gonna have to summon like more than 4, 5, 6 times if we can get our combo going to get to the board state that we want. So I know what we're playing against already because they made us go first. Standard Tenpai combo. Now we have to activate Waboku before they go into the battle stage, or we can't activate anything. Now their turn's over. They cannot, I mean, they can attack, but I live. We have Fountain. We have a runic spell to trigger Fountain. We go into Tri-Edge here because we need to draw. We don't have any Bystials, we don't have any level 4 tuners. We really need this one draw. You're gonna live and die by this draw quite a bit because this deck needs card advantage to win. Of course it gets negated. Fine. They stop our draw. Chaos Angel will get you out of a lot of situations. And they already used their imperm. So our Chaos Angel is unaffected by any of their stuff, any of their monster effects. Chaos Angel is always... Oh. I do want to comment. Anything that negates on attack or has an effect like this will out Chaos Angel. So like Scareclaw, Kashtira, that will also out it. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. We have enough to make a level 6. We can finally draw. That's a good draw. At this point, they can't stop us. I want to draw again and blow up their monster. But, yeah. At this point, I have another Waboku in hand. I've been drawing. I've got stuff on board that's pretty big. They get tired and leave. On to the next duel. Another bad matchup. Combo always starts like this. Hugin, unless we have Fountain already, and a level 4 tuner. That is always the combo on turn 1. We want to pitch Golden here, because Golden works in the graveyard or on the field. You will see how in a little bit. Once we have Fountain, now we can start cooking. Also, I want to get the other Golden. I started to play 2 in this build because it's so good. Again, you'll see in just a second. We go Coral Dragon instead of Triage Master, excuse me, because this is a tuner. We can summon level 4. Grab Baron to protect from Nibiru. Dissipator brings back Golden Sword Soul, and we have another piece of material. Not the optimal end board. That's okay. Still, we have Little Knight, we have a negate, and we have another negate if we can banish something in their graveyard. We want to draw. Maxi wins again. I figure, like, if we skip their turn because they just pass, we win. And if we draw through maxx, we also win. SP checks the Poplar. They're trying. Just trying to keep them off materials and level 1s. Snake Eyes can't be stopped. I get Hugin just in case they try to blow it up, blow up my fountain. At this point, we have too many cards. We live in a maxx world. I hate it. I wish it was not true. But this is the world we live in. If we went second, I think there's no chance that we can win. Going first, there's a chance. Next against Voiceless. Right away. Quem is full combo. Unless it gets impered. Playing through interruption is not our strong suit. We go Coral because we have another spell to summon a level 4. Unfortunately, that's our turn. If you don't draw enough Runick spells, this might be your endboard. Without called by, they have their combo. With Bystials, you can banish low very easily. We couldn't get to Golden Sword Soul. So we have nothing to bring back off of Dispater. This guy right here, this dude. Why is destruction at 1? At this point, it's just a grind game. Since we have no battle phase, it's hard to kill people. We save, we used Hugin there to prevent this from being destroyed. Because we're going to need damage if we want to win. Now. Right here, we have exact lethal because of Sleipnir. Go to battle, then use Runick Slumber to summon our crazy, weird horse, and we have exact lethal. Sleipnir is amazing and a must play, I think. Especially when you can use him to get 1,500 extra points of damage. Again, this is a good matchup going first. Going second, it's manageable. But playing through a negate is difficult if they use it at the right time. I only show this in play here to emphasize how bad of a matchup this deck is against Yubel. This is a terrible matchup, even going first. And our hand is not that great. Play is always try to get Fountain, then get into a level 6. Awful end board. Absolutely terrible. But maxx is legal. They're going to give me draws. I don't know why. Just standard Yubel shenanigans. If they don't let us draw, there's no way that we can win. Just 0. Golden Sword Soul activates. We have negate, but every Yubel player always has Sharvara in their hand. Now that we have a Bystial and we have regained, we can really start to go. Quem activates since a monster left the extra deck. Dissipator. Bring back Golden for extra material. I get a little cheeky here. Regain can bring back Dissipator. So I wanted to draw more. I don't care about the Unchained stuff. Just get rid of Nightmare Pain. If you can somehow get rid of Nightmare Pain, the matchup is winnable. They get rid of Dissipator. We've got interaction. Golden Sword Soul activates again. Activates every turn. We can get back more materials. On their turn. We're doing all of this on their turn. We know they have Nightmare Pain. Just save the Baron negate for it. The only way to win is to get very lucky. They just continue to play. They have so much recursion. We drew very well, and we went first, so that's... I don't know how you win going second, unless they brick completely. We won, but it's not a good matchup. Next game. Always the same combo. Always wanting to go first. Not sure how all of this would work in the Tenpai era of Master Duel, but this is, you know, as of a couple weeks ago when these were recorded or saved. You want to go first. Looks like we're not going to get to Fountain. Except we We just activated again. Big mistake already. We didn't tag out Ecclesia. I feel like always. Like they already gammaed. Ash would totally ruin your day here because you're summoning from deck. But you want to activate Ecclesia to get Golden Sword Soul most of the time. Hadn't normaled yet, so I use our other level 4 tuner to make Baron. It's Dragon Link. Trying to keep them off materials. And I wanted to draw right away. Our board state is terrible. -1 negate. And at this point I think, yeah, we lose. All I have to do is negate the boot sector, right? And then we'll be okay. And I think they know this too. Just Dragon Link stuff. I was trying to banish like we use Smiting Storm because I'm trying to banish their rocket, their tracer or whatever, and we don't hit it. We didn't negate anything. They just run over Baron. Gary secret effect. When this card is destroyed by battle, target one card on the field destroyed. We have all the tools to win. As soon as we get rid of Rocket, it's like, yeah, we might be okay. Now we draw, we can go into Legacia or Chaos Angel. And this is the point of this replay. Not a lot of... okay. There are plenty of decks that can get over Chaos Angel. There are some that cannot. At this point, they can't get over Chaos Angel. We have too much stuff. We win. Next replay. Just to be perfectly transparent, all of these replays were taken from mid-diamond, like Diamond 3 to Diamond 5, during the first 2 weeks that the ladder reset. So these are not master replays, but we are against other master players who went from master down to diamond after the reset. Sometimes Master Duel will give you a brick. This is why I cut Iris. But we have no level 4s. I think we have 9 or 10 in the deck. And it's Yubel. This is not a good hand. But because of Runick spells, we can interact on their turn. Now it's time to draw. Hit a we hit a Nightmare Throne and a Yubel. Trying to keep them mainly worried about Phantom, so I'm trying to keep them off of Fiends and like stuff in their graveyard. So they have no Yubel, so they can't make Phantom, and that is where the Bystials come in. Just banish everything out of their graveyard. Oh, Golden Sword Soul secret effect. You can special summon this card from your hand when a monster declares an attack. And negate it. Baron. If you can keep them off Nightmare Pain, there's a chance you can win. They try to get cheeky, and it's still negated in the graveyard. At this point, they have no Nightmare Pain. They couldn't get a Yubel back with Eternal Favorite. This could very well turn into a grind game. But if you just have enough, people will surrender because they're impatient, especially the higher rank you go. They'll just say, oh, no, I'm done, and they'll quit. Next game. Oh. Well, finally, we're going second. Finally, we have no hand traps, and this hand is not good. We don't have any tuners. The point of this deck is tuners. Level 4 tuners, making synchros, and then sort of synchro climbing, I guess, with Bystials and level 4s and level 2s and whatever. So, fast forward through their combo. Punk shenanigans. This isn't the craziest end board, but it's annoying. We don't have an out for Pep. And there's a negate and extra deck ripping on their side of the field. Sleipnir checks. Pretty much. Sleipnir forces them to interact with us. And they do. We go into Typhon, so we can't be negated. Now, I wish destruction was not at 1. Without destruction, we lose. Because if birth is not on the field, they can't shuffle back your stuff. Or banish it or whatever, you know. Because of that, we can start to cook. We lose to Spader. I was worried they would go into SP and banish Fountain. This is why you might play Moonin. This would be like a side deck card. Oof. We should have gone Hugin. But you can never know what they have. That's just how it goes. They banish Fountain. At this point, it's like, what do you do? Ecclesia can special summon herself if they have more monsters. So we get a free summon. We have to negate SP, just get her out of here. She's too strong. It's just too much interaction. We can't lose our tuner. Grab golden. Always grab golden when you can. Taking a chance, not banishing Sarcophagus. But if we lose any more extra deck monsters, I don't think we can, like, come back at all. Now, Psychic and Punisher. Well, they just get rid of him because he was targetable. Which probably is a big mistake, but we would have blown it up with Flashing Fire anyways. Now it's a top deck fest. What a juicy strike. Oh. Except for the fact we have flashing fire. But, and this is a problem with this deck, we can't go to battle. Because we had to give ourselves a chance and just get rid of their Horus monster. So, again, it was a top deck fest. They couldn't do it. It's just incredibly lucky draws and some okay play. You can win going second. It wasn't the most insane negate filled board, but anything else and I wouldn't have been able to win. It is not this deck's strength to play through that much interaction. First play of the game, we get shifted. Usually I would surrender, but I was so mad that they were playing Kashtira, and I was filled with rage. So I decided to torture myself and stay. This deck does not play well under shifter. But this is the end board. Our horse checks their Shengra era. Getting to Fountain was not going to happen. Here, we gave them a choice because we had a Bystial. Either we're going to get to SP, or we're going to get to a level 10. Or if you're playing a level 8 Synchro, which you probably should be, you can do that too. So there was no win for them in that situation. Kashtira has a big problem outing Chaos Angel. What did we banish even? Oh. So we survived. Except all of our stuff is banished. The thing is, they can't get over Chaos Angel unless they have this card right here, but they can't read, apparently. I thought they were going to attach our... They could... They're misplaying. Could have attached Sleipnir, right? But they didn't. I just wanted to get rid of Scareclaw, Kashtira. Because if that runs into Chaos Angel, Chaos Angel is negated. But they bring back Unicorn. At this point, it's just a waiting game. Get another level 10, and we have so many things banished. We got Sword Soul back. I make a misplay here, and I activate this like when I shouldn't. You always want Sword Soul to go back to the graveyard. It's a waste if it just vanishes from the field. Want to keep them off of any spells, because if they get Scareclaw back, we could die. We saved our negate for the perfect time. This can also out Chaos Angel, because it can, if a Shangri-Ira activates its effect, it'll blow up Chaos Angel. So we have to get rid of this. That's why the Bystials are so good. I'm not playing very well. I should have done that first. You're gonna get into long games playing Runick. Finally, we have a battle phase. If we had our horse, or if we had another one, we could just summon him and win. Leaving them on no cards is how we win. Very difficult to kill people with this deck, since it's a control deck. Everyone has one-card starters these days. Even Kashtira. They get tired and they leave. One final game. Then I will finally show some uninterrupted combos, because every single game our combo gets interrupted. Last one. Here is full combo. Summon Quem. Quem effect. Send Golden. Summon human. Summon Hugin. Hugin effect. Quem chain blocks. Quem effect. Banish Tri-Edge. Golden Sword Soul Effect. Summon back material. We want to get to Regained. We go again. Draw with Fountain. Branded activation. Dispater, summon back. Golden. Legacia draws us a card. No. We had no maxi. We had a fairly good combo line. Not perfect, but good enough. If we started with Regained, would have been better. Look at what we can do on their turn. We have negates. They have a card banished. Golden Swords will activate again. Quem activated again. Oh. Now what? We still have plays. Negate, Rice Art. Wanted to draw with Fountain so we can refill, and we have Flashing Fire now. Keep them off material. Even with Dark Ruler, we have enough interaction to stop, what, 3 or 4 things, maybe 5? And if they would have summoned it out of the extra deck, we have a Bystial to banish it. So that is like perfect full combo, playing on their turn, summoning on their turn, doing everything. Quick little combo video. Quem is your main starter. Quem effect. Send golden. Summon Hugin. We need the Bystial in our hand. Get rid of something else. Quem will chain block. The world is now our oyster. We have an extra level 4 tuner. We don't need Coral Dragon, which is also a tuner. We want to get to Nibiru protection. Get Magnemite. You might as well. Golden Sword Soul effect. Something was banished face up. Big decision. I think we want regained. What does Magnemite say? Oh yeah. You know, just get that. Dispater brings back Golden. We have so many options here. Already, we're sitting pretty, and we haven't even drawn yet. So, we can draw if we want to. Probably want Hugin for fountain protection, since we're not running Moonin in this deck. We are set. Chaos Angel would be huge. It can still be destroyed by battle. We have another Bystial. Don't banish Quem. That is full combo. If Ecclesia was one runic spell, that would be perfect. We can get back whatever we want. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Baldrake is interruption. Let's just say we negate it. Oh my god, Vampire Kingdom. The point is, we have so much stuff. Draw on their turn. Chaining Banish. Perfect. This is our optimal end board. Again, same thing. Send golden. We would bait interaction. We're still going to activate Hugin, even though we have tip. Discard Ecclesia. Doesn't matter what you pick here. Now we're in a very good position. We're just missing Bystials. You don't want to do this. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have Iris, I think. It's okay, we're not doing that. Ooh, that's a good draw. Right away, Nibiru protection. It doesn't really matter what you grab here. We aren't using Fountain. Not yet. Dissipator first. Because grab golden. We want regained badly. You could draw first. That's okay though. Now we have regained. Now I want to draw. Probably... If you have a good level 8 here, you can go with Gary. But... this is safer. This is the part where you hope for a Bystial. We didn't get one. Still didn't get one. Not the best draws. This is without the extra Bystial in your hand. You could set 2 called by, who cares? Ecclesia comes back. We got Graveyard Interruption. We've got a negate. We've got a pop. was terrible. I should have let them do stuff. Point is, Branded Regain summons back Dispater. You have a free... It's just unbelievable how much stuff you can do. Remember, we don't have a battle phase yet. You can get to this stage in a real game. I probably shouldn't have done that, by the way. Actually, it's fine. Now, another application for runic spells. Getting a level 4. Coral Dragon, when it goes to the graveyard, you draw a card as long as it was used as... Yes, it needs to be synchro summoned. So, synchro summon card is sent from the field to the graveyard. This is, again, with a fairly okay hand. After this, you control the game. You have too much gas. You can search a negate, and then you can draw. Always check the graveyard, make sure you have 3 runic spells. We don't, so we don't activate Fountain. You just go from there. Of course, a bot game is not going to, you know, show you the power of a deck. But this is a good way to practice combos and work with a hand with 0 interruptions. Of course, if they destroy a monster and you have a free slot, if they summon on their turn, you summon back Dispater, and then you have an extra negate because they had banished stuff. And that's it. Overall, this is a very fun deck to play. Is it going to get you into Master 1? Probably not, unless you are a very skilled pilot and your deck list looks better than this. I love that it can interact so easily if you can just set up. And oftentimes that is the hardest part about this deck, because Fountain is at 1. Without Fountain, without your draws, or if you're playing maxx, which you certainly can, without your draw power, you just can't keep up with decks that have 1-card starters, because there is no 1-card starter in this deck. But if you can go first, or if you go second and have a good hand, you can compete. I know that we're in a different meta now. I haven't played this in a couple days since Tenpai came out. Things might be different. Maybe it's better going first now because we have interaction on their turns. I don't know. That remains to be seen. But overall, it's just fun. I'm definitely going to play a lot more. There's plenty of tech to be worked out, too. Cards like Duality. Haven't even tested that. That would require you to change up your extra deck quite a bit, but there's always that option. Love to play more of this on ladder. I'd love to do more like Runick builds, stuff like that. But this was just a quick matchup overview. Our best matchup is anything that's not Yubel, not Snake Eyes, Fire King. Because those are the most difficult. Those are the best decks. And you will not have the best time playing against them. Everything else I think is a great matchup. Except for Tenpai, because I haven't... it just came out and I have no idea. Yeah, I guess that's it. Definitely want to make more of these types of videos in the future. Do a lot more testing, a lot more playing of any sort of Runick based deck. But until then, we will have to see how the meta shapes up. Until next time.